right? He gets the guns, the B&Bs, organizes sprinters. He is meeting you there, meeting you here. He's the one. He's gonna be the guy that tries to. Jam is the cooperator that proves how violent these guys are, how dangerous they are, and proves the bodies. That's what Jam does. Vonnie is gonna prove Durk did it, or he ordered it. Okay, because you could tell. Even Durk knew, nigga, man, I flew you ass out here for a hit, nigga. I'm not answering your phone calls, nigga. Like, the fuck? Bro, stop calling my phone, matter of fact, nigga. Yo, Vonnie, yo, cancel this number. Get me a new phone. Yo, stop calling. Nigga, you out here to do a murder. Why you calling me for, nigga? But I hope you're kind of getting the demeanor, though. Jam is starting to feel like he a flunky. Also, here's the thing, too. You know, they say, you give a nigga a fish, you gonna have to feed him for life. You teach him how to fish, he gonna be good. When Jam got out and got the 50K, now, after he gets the 50K, and he allegedly tries to go slide a couple of times for you, and one nigga gets killed, nigga, you think he expecting 50K for that? Nigga, you expecting like 100, nigga, 200. Like, what do you think this is? Remember, reputed dude, right? Reputation all the way up. Man did some shit back in the day, whatever, but he did 12 years. When he got out, Durk gave him 50 bands. Now, maybe in Durk's mind, it's like, nigga, that 50 bands ain't for you doing time. That 50 bands is a deposit on the murders. Right? Jam is thinking, nah, that's like, you know, I'm in the family. That's love. That's OTF shit. So after he did a couple of sliding, he's like, all right, you gave me 50 bands for me getting out. What after I murdered a couple niggas? Where that at? Where that paper at? Nah, Crody. We don't buy subscriptions. It's a one-time payment. Get tight. But I want you to get in the mindset of Jam. He's calling Smirk. Smirk ain't answering. He's older than these niggas. He gotta talk to little guy Vonnie. He gotta, every time he called Durk, Booney Mo call him. It's like they sent him off. Like, trust me, he can't be that stupid.
I think they were on their way to Hooter.
And also, while they trying to figure out, okay, they get the drop, they trying to figure out how they gonna try to kill this nigga now. The niggas in the cars are saying goofy shit. Nah, let's do it right here. He peeping the game like, nah, I don't even know LA like that, but shit, hold on, ain't a car over there? Wait, y'all wanna just go kill a nigga in the dispensary? Nigga, go make sure there ain't no fucking cameras in there. Like, bro, your brown eyes, you go in there and go see, like, what's the vibes, nigga? Like, he realizing he's on a drill with rookies. Straight up. He's on a drill with rookies. I find they catch Quando at the gas station. Yo, now's the time. First nigga hop out the car, brown eyes, Lindsay. He on some no allow shit. Jam is a fat nigga. And he got his red and white Pradas on. He ain't trying to scuff those up on the drill. Okay, he trailing behind him. He knows Durk wants Quando Rondo deceased. Nigga, this ain't no Steph Curry shit. Why the fuck you shooting from the logo? He want a goddamn slam dunk. He want to walk him down. He can't walk him down because Brown Eyes, he already pulled out his gun 20 feet away. He's shooting all over the place with the fucking switch. This is how the gun going. Nigga, they fired like 100 shots and only 3 bullets hit Savai Robinson. So now you can't run in front of those bullets. So he said, fuck it. God damn it. I'm on a drill with a bunch of fucking rookies. He's on a drill with rookies. So all he could do is fuck it. He got to just stand right next to this rookie and get his shots off. Apparently, you're going to even hear, he says one of them niggas' gun only fired 1 bullet, either jammed and that nigga never shot again. What? You got to imagine when he's like, man, he probably felt like he was he was LeBron James on the 2012 Cavs, nigga. Not 20, it wasn't on the Cavs, but damn, LeBron been in the league a long time. Like the 2007 Cavs, nigga. You got Eric Snow. Eric Snow is like the only nigga. This is ridiculous, man. Boobie Gibson. Fuck out of here. After these niggas miss 99% of the shots that were fired, they get back in the car, and nobody says, yo, let's get out of town. They say, yo, where's the nearest In-N-Out? Bunch of rookies, man. But you're hearing it.
First, he said. Because then they have to wait for, then they were waiting for Didi and some other stuff. So then they all got together, switched cars at some point, and ended up in a Sprinter van. They went, I have Duty Low as the one finding low. Duty Low, they had got
How ironic. A nigga named Duty Low is getting the low. Duty Low drops the low. Duty Low is getting all the lows.
So he still didn't know what was going on. Then apparently they got on a FaceTime with Duty Low. And Duty Low.
Now you got to imagine they sending this man off. He tried to call Smirk, Booty Mo called him. He like, yo, damn, what we out here? What's the plan? Hold on, Smirk about to call. I bet. Smirk called on a different phone and he on a different phone. What? Yo, what's the plan? Where these niggas at? Like what we finna do? We gotta like make moves. We gotta plan this shit out. Hold up. Let's put Duty Low on the phone. Everybody but Smirk.
Oh, and pretty much told them that, hey, you're here. You guys are on this mission to kill Quando Rondo. And that he has the locations of where Quando Rondo would be staying because Quando Rondo's weed man had been in negotiation in talks with Duty Low, and Duty Low was giving them the drop on everywhere that Quando Rondo would be via Quando Rondo's weed man.
Now, didn't I tell y'all this, chat? Chat, didn't I tell y'all this? OTF JAM right now is in court testifying to that. Yo, Durk put him with the rookie squad. Durk put him with he put him in the remedial class. The ESL niggas, the niggas with the helmets. Nigga jam and shoot niggas for 12 years. Well, not 12 years, but like, you get what I'm saying. Since he was like 12, nigga. Here's the thing. Jam says when he was in the slider, he sent a text. Remember, you got Vonnie and Didi in that BMW. They don't got no guns, though. Their car is just only to follow the Escalade, but the shooters is in the Infinity. They all got the guns. They got the mask. They got the gloves. Jam sent a text to somebody in the BMW while they following Quando. They said, bruh, let's not do this shit. Yo, these bitch ass niggas is scared. He can hear their heart beating. They're panicking. He's looking at it like, I can't go on no drill with these niggas is scared of shitless. The prosecutor said he sent a text saying, nah, bro, don't do it. These bitch ass niggas is scared in this car. He could smell the fear. Prosecutor said, you got a text back from that? Nah. So Jam is basically saying, not only did he not have a motive to kill Quando Rondo, because he wasn't sliding for Von, like, you know, that shit don't affect him. He was locked up for all the time that Von was out and popping. He said, even though he ain't know what he was there for, when he got told he was to kill Quando, he said, you don't get in the way of somebody trying to kill somebody where I'm from. That get you killed. They pay for the flight. Nigga, I don't even know how to book a flight, nigga. Now it kind of goes into this. Did Durk just hire a bunch of disposable niggas and probably say, fuck if they're rookies or not? But if you know, by the way, we're making assumptions here. But if he did do that, I'm sorry, what Trench's News said, it kind of sounds right. If you're going to hire the rookies who are sloppy, they're scared shitless, they're a fish out of water to go kill people in LA, they don't know the territory, they don't know the terrain, they don't know nothing. Shit, they don't even want to run up on the vehicle to do it. They want to shoot from way back there. You might as well do what Trench's News said. Man, when they get back to Chicago, y'all got to get rid of the shooters too, man. The shooters got to go too. That's the only way you get safe, Durk.
They said, is this something that you wanted to do? He said, no. But where I'm from, you don't stop somebody from trying to kill somebody because guess what? You either kill or be killed.
Matthew said, you see the video OTF JAM came out 3 years ago saying they knew Durk and them before prison. Yeah, he did. He said he knew Durk from around the way. He knew Durk from around the way.
And if you try to stop somebody, motherfuckers gonna think you.
He just said he ain't hanging the same circles with him, but he knew him. And he said how he knew that Durk became a BD. He said Durk would do the handshakes, and he said Durk would start making songs for like Song for Bitches or whatever. Like he was starting to heat up, but he was making songs or whatever, but they didn't hang together.
Acting weird, or you like a police, or they'll kill you. So I had to say, fuck it, I'm here. They said, do you have a problem with Quando Rondo? He said, no. Quando Rondo's beef is not my fucking beef. I don't know these niggas. I'm not.
Okay, that's where the intended thing is. He's trying to say, man, I ain't got no problem with no goddamn Quando Rondo. Why y'all keep saying I got a problem with the nigga?
A fucking rapper.
Now, it's important when he's locked up because remember, he's locked up from 2010 to 2022. Young boy starts popping, like 2015? 2015, 2016, young boys like heating up, whatever. Quando like right after. Like, bro, he's never on the street for none of this. King Von don't even become a rapper until like 2018. 2018, 2019. Yeah, he's not around for the shit. So that's why he's saying, bro, I don't give a fuck about no Quando Rondo and beef with them niggas or I'm not like on some Sly Vavon shit, but he do care about Durk.
Don't have shit to do with me.
But that's why people use the grooming word. Because Durk was, remember he said that he was shocked that Durk put money on his books. He said he knew Durk was a BD, but he ain't know Durk like that. He said Durk randomly put money on his books, and this is the thought the prosecutor is going with. Durk put money on the books. Like, let me explain. Again, I'm explaining these allegations, bro. I'm not saying this is all facts, bro, okay? And I've seen some stupid shit. I've seen some people put some listen, the prosecutor nor the jury is not listening to academics, okay? You know, I gotta showcase this guy's tweet. Carlos Miller, he's like a comedian. You know, it's guys like this that keep black people back because I think he's watching the trial through maybe my stream or something else. And in all the things we've discussed, at no point did in his genius brain made him go online and say, hey kids, do not join gangs. Hey kids, don't pick up guns. You know what this guy thought after watching everything? Yo, it's Trap Lil Ross or Akademiks that's going to fuck up Durk's whole trial. This is the black community right here, this guy. After seeing that the shooters is telling on him, after seeing that these niggas shot at the Beverly Center, it's in 4K. At no point does he say, hey, don't become a rich, famous rapper and start paying for murders like you're ordering off Amazon, okay? Don't become a rich, famous rapper and buy stolen cars and give it to your gang that they could just slide and kill people in perpetuity. Don't become a rich, famous rapper, rap about exactly what you just did, and then laugh about it on live and expect no investigation. This guy said it's going to be Akademiks and Trap Lil Ross that's going to fuck up Durk's case. When you hear guys like this, you just got to be like, niggas is cooked. This niggas is cooked. You get what I'm saying? Listen, y'all know, and I got the Free Durk t-shirt on, or the hoodie. But what we are discussing here, even though we hope Durk didn't do these things, we got to be very, very weary and very mindful that there is no, like, even when they be like, oh yeah, Durk was saving these things for Slide for Von. Man, Durk's a grown ass man, bruh. Ain't nobody could trick you out of millions and trick you out of your 9-8 kids, trick you out of your beautiful baby mama. You can't blame that on a commenter. You can't blame that on no 6ix9ine. But this is what half of the black community actually thinks this. They don't, criminality is normal to them. They will say everybody's tricking these niggas out of the spot. No, nigga. Maybe this person tricked himself out of the spot when they flew a fucking Bruford on a private jet from Miami to LA to go buy guns, masks, and gloves and hand them out like it's candy, like it's trick or treat. The nigga kept the fucking receipt. Keep the receipt for your crimes. Perfect. Get an exotic car to stalk the person you're trying to kill, and it got GPS in it. Perfect. Nobody did this but them niggas involved. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Nobody. And again, we're hoping these things ain't true, because in the best way I want to look at this, I know I support Durk. I want to believe this was Vonnie's, OTF Vonnie, his nerd ass. And when I mean nerd ass, Vonnie kind of remind me of me. You know damn well you shouldn't be playing in that street. You know damn well you're supposed to set up a King Von Foundation, keep it moving, help his mama out, have his sister like showcase like this is the effects of gun violence, and y'all all keep it moving. Instead of his sister over there still acting like Von alive. She wilding on the gram. I'm gonna ignore her. Or on Twitter. And then you basically have this nigga who's handing out guns. And then, to a certain extent, we gotta blame Durk. I get it. When Von was around, Zoo around him, there's a lot of people who are saying he was keeping these killers, these energy around him, that Durk felt he had to be X, Y, and Z. Okay, got you, giving you all of that. But what is the excuse when Von is dead? It felt like Durk turned it up once Von died. Not that. That's why when people keep blaming Von, it's like, wait, what? Nigga, it sound like Durk turned the heat up when Von died, not when he was alive. So again, accountability, I know it's lacking in the black community, but please, Mr. Carlos Miller, I'm pretty sure you're a hilarious comedian, but you know, you should probably just watch this case, and if you have children of your own, instead of talking about the journalists or whoever else is covering it or the media members, you should tell them, hey, listen, you should not walk around with a switch. You should not think your man is going to be loyal to you because you paid $1,000 for his lawyer a decade ago. You should not have all these calls with these people that could be, not because you deleted on your phone, it doesn't mean you really deleted the iCloud because the feds was on you. They got it. These are the things you should teach your kids. And by the way, I hope that there's some lessons in this being learned. Okay, Mr. Carlos? But yeah, there's a lot of people who think like him. Anyway, let's return to this.
Von was not my friend. I said, oh, he's getting more.
Now, this is an important strategy, chat. Von, Jam is saying, Von is not my friend. Okay? That is to attack the point that Steele is going to make, to say, why would Durk have to compensate you if you were doing a crime or killing someone that you were hurt by? Now, it's going to be harder for Brian Steele to prove this, because on face value, when you say that, like, that's a great defense. Nigga, why would I got to hire my friend to go slide for my other friend? If all three of y'all are friends, like if we got a friend group, we're all in the friend group. One person died. Why would I got to pay this guy to go slide for the third person? This is why they're trying to make it clear. Yes, Jam has talked to King Von in the past. Yeah, they're from the same gang. Yeah, they're associated both with Durk. But he was never included in the back and forth with that beef with Vaughn and Quando Rondo. And it was never a thing where he felt he had to slide. Why? He don't even know Vaughn. So they're doing that. They're setting that point out early that Brian Steele or Drew Friendland can try to create that point later. Like, oh, nah, why would you have to pay him? He's going to be like, nigga, I don't even know the dude. Of course you got to pay me. The other thing where they're trying to hammer home to make sure it's very aware, right? It's very aware by the jury that payment was promised is that Jam continually says he don't got no money. He keeps saying, remember, that's going to be the tough part for the government, but they're doing it right now. The tough part is, okay, how much was promised? Who got paid? That's the tough part to prove. You need to prove that for murder for hire. You know what Jam is saying? Now, we had that one meeting, and Durk said, yo, whoever who take care of this, y'all going to be set for life. Now, I'm pretty sure Durk's team is going to attack that set for life thing. Could be like, hey, how do you know that was even financial compensation or even career opportunity compensation? Maybe he was just saying, yo, you be respected. That's not him promising anything. Apparently, when they said that, somebody who was on the call or within that meeting in Atlanta said, yo, we talking about half a ticket, $500,000, right? And then somebody said, nah, it got to be $1 million. That got to be $1 million right there. They say Durk never agreed on a price. Durk said, man, all you need to know, I think it's going to be good. Is that seen as an agreement of money, of financial compensation, even if the amount is not clearly defined? Or could Durk wiggle out of that and say, I say niggas was going to be okay. That don't mean that was going to give them money or even career opportunities. It just means, shit, I just respect them. That's not. So we're trying to see them hammer that home. But that's why they keep mentioning that Jam is broke, meaning that Jam couldn't do these things if it wasn't funded and paid for by these people who had the plan. And because Jam is so broke, one of the main reasons is not to slide for Vaughn, is to slide for compensation. Okay? Jam want that next 50.
We're comfortable. He even made the judge laugh because they were asking him how he knew Keith Jones, and he would say he knew Keith Jones from, juvenile hall and, childhood, and they would beat niggas' ass together. And he said, "Ooh, sorry, Judge, I didn't mean to say beat niggas' ass." Just well, don't worry about that because, you've only just talked about blasting niggas from the ages of 9 to 17 until now, shooting them in the fucking face. So, you're just saying you just beat a nigga's ass here and there. I don't think that's a fucking issue. You know what I mean? The judge didn't say that, but in my mind, it's kind of thinking, oh, was that all you did? And you're apologizing for that? After all what about the 100 robberies or the fucking many murders? But anyway. So they're in the Sprinter van and they FaceTime Lil Durk. Didi does. Then you see Didi. He shows to Keith Jones, David Lindsay, Durk on the FaceTime.
Now, and by the way, chat, a little bit of my breakdown today, because what's coming out of court, I'm going to read it verbatim. Obviously, that might even have a little tint of, people's opinions on it. I'll let you know when I'm giving my opinion, or at least storytelling, meaning I'm using my brain and using y'all collective brains as well based on what we heard, kind of like make shit make sense, right? Like, for example, I personally don't think that Didi was ever supposed to be. I know Jam is saying the day before Didi was holding a gun pointed towards the window saying he could kill Quando right now. I don't think Didi was ever gonna do it. I think that was his way of kind of like woofing a bit to make Jam and them feel like, yo, nigga, I'll do it, whatever. But he was in the BMW that was an exotic car, had a tracker on it. Okay, he didn't have a gun. Well, supposedly he passed the gun to Jam saying he's rusty. He didn't have no mask. He didn't have nothing. And here's the thing. Remember, when Durk first calls, they got 2 different phones because they don't even want to connect the shit. They don't even want to make it seem like Durk is talking to certain people when the phone records come out. Now Didi calls Durk to be like, yo, Durk, you see your shooters? You see a SWAT team back there? The mere fact that Didi is calling Durk and Durk answers, but anytime Jam called him, he did not answer. Booty Mo called back. Duty Low call. Nope. Didi could get him on the phone. Vonnie could get him on the phone. Not Jam. It's already predetermined. Them niggas was never going to do the shooting. They were never going to do the shooting. Again, we're doing story mode here. I'm not saying Durk's guilty. I'm just saying if we're making sense of this. That means if there was a plot, Durk got to be smart enough to be like, yo, anytime these niggas call me, I'm never talking to them. Because they're going to be doing the hit. Now, I could talk to Didi. Now, I could talk to Vonnie. And it kind of ends like that. Because in the cars, the people he would answer their phone calls in the BMW. The people who phone calls don't get answered is in the Infinity. Even when they're in the Infinity and OTF Jam starts seeing these niggas is beating up sweat. These niggas is sweating before the drill. The AC's on blast. They sweating like niggas is fumbling, putting the fucking, cartridge in the gun. Like, yo, these niggas, you can see the heart, like they heart beating through their shirt. Like, he's like, oh, hell nah, man. I'm with the rookie squad, man. Like, yo, you could tell the Jam was like, oh, hell nah, man. They got me with the G League in here, man. Oh, hell nah. He tried to send a text probably to Didi. Yo, bro, let's not do it today. These niggas is scared. Plan was already in motion. Didi ain't respond back. I think Jam started realizing, nigga, you're the crash dummy. You can't stop that car in motion, and nobody gonna talk to you because you're gonna implicate them now. You're gonna implicate these niggas. Because if you get caught and they look at your phone records, who's the last nigga you on the phone with, or the last nigga that texted you back? Now, granted, Vonnie got switched out the phones after that too, but the government found all them phones anyway.
And he showed.
Nah, chat. Imagine you a hitman. You just did. He did 12 years for attempted murder. And one of the first drills they got him back on, he realized he's on the JV squad. The JV squad is going on, bro. Yo, you ever watch JV high school basketball? Niggas is missing layup. Like, they do a layup line before the game start? Niggas be missing them shits. You're like, what the fuck? They sent that man with a JV squad.
Oh, yeah, he said, this is look at the Navy SEALs. They said, well, what is the Navy SEALs?
Look at the JV squad.
He said the Navy SEALs, I guess they go on missions. I don't know. They kill me.
Navy SEALs is like, outside of a few special, forces that's within the military, the Navy SEALs is considered to be pretty much the highest and most specialized group of fighters that the American military has to offer. It was the Navy SEALs, I believe, that went in and executed Bin Laden. Like, they go for like those specialized missions where you need a nigga who could probably detonate a bomb, like kill a man with his bare hands, swim 2 miles, fucking climb a fucking 2-mile tree. Like, yeah, these guys, they go through. If you ever see their training, I don't know if you guys ever look at this. Look, Navy SEALs. They got something called Hell Week. This shit is...
You're wet, sandy, and shivering. Who died of bacterial pneumonia on September 2022. I want you to do hundreds of reps of push-ups, flutter kicks, and running in and out of the surf zone.
Yeah, they got these niggas doing drills. They're firing gunshots. Like, these are trained guys. Here's the problem. Didi calls up Durk, and he says, yo, do you see the Navy SEALs we got here? These niggas was JV walk-ons, bro. Trust me.
Don't think about it as a wink. It will become easy to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, anyway. So Navy SEALs was the wrong title, bro.
Niggas, I mean, they're Army, Navy SEALs. So they was in the car like the Navy SEALs is here. Bitch, we on that. Look at the Navy SEALs.
Durk tell they ass, go crazy.
In the car. As they're headed to LA. And then he said when he got on the phone with Durk, he was like, when Durk was like, yeah, what's up? You know, it's gonna go out. He said, yeah, I slammed GD. Yeah. He was doing this like, yeah, like a Navy SEAL, like nigga GD. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently he was driving them rigs.
You know, so Durk is on the phone, the Navy SEALs, and they doing this on the, like, you know, we finna.
So all of them was dropping the rigs.
You know, it's
interesting because I think Lil Pop and Quando Rondo were Crips. Got nothing to do with GDs. Like, what the hell? I think them niggas just, nigga, even if they were, I think if them niggas was gonna kill like a lobster, they would drop GDK, nigga. Like, what the hell?
We're on that. And he said, well, where you at? He said, yeah, I'm at the studio. And he said, yeah. You know. And so him and Didi went back to talking. Then they said that they went to a mountaintop somewhere before.
Okay, we won't get back to that. We got a new tweet by Trap Lil Ross. Yo, they said, oh, here we go, chat. Oh, shit, it's going down. Holy. They said, Jam says, I know he hates me, but I still got love for Smirkio. Oh, shit. He said, I just don't respect him. Jam claimed he was never offered money for the killing, even though he was present when Durk told several OTF members they would be straight. And when someone asked if they could get $500K to $1 million for the hit, when someone asked if they could get that for the hit. Now, that's going to be important. Brian Steele has to kill this nigga on the stand. Brian Steele got to, I ain't gonna lie, he might have to jump over the shit and, yo, Jam is left an opening. Jam is admitting he was never directly offered money. Now, granted, what he's saying is that there was a money offer or a statement that seemed to infer that there was money being offered, and other individuals jumped in and said, damn, like half a mil? They have to basically debunk that and been like, ain't it because you broke, you thought anything you did for the gang or anything you did, you was going to get paid. Isn't that the truth? So Brian Steele, he's going to be a master with this. I can't wait. Said Jam had never made a song before murdering Pop. He said he was paid 10 bands for his first song ever. Federal freestyle. Oh, that's why the government claimed they got compensation not only in money, but career opportunities. They put Federal Freestyle on OTF Loyal Bros 2 group album. By the way, the feds in their superseding indictments, they really do claim that that compilation album was Durk payment in terms of career opportunities to shooters. So basically, like, the feds look at Durk really fucked up. And again, I know y'all won't clip me, but this is not how I think. This is how the feds look at Durk. The feds look at Durk as, yo, bro, you ain't believing these niggas musically at all. You ain't really want to give them cameos. You ain't want to give them verses. You really ain't want to put them on. But you realize that they all wanted your life. They wanted to be rich and famous like you. And you used the money as a way to control them. Whether you was putting 1,000 on the books of Jam like years before when he was broke in jail with nothing, to giving his mama a little bit of money. As soon as he got out, you didn't put him in the studio when he first got out. You put him in the streets to do a drill. So what were you really paying him for? Now, after you did the drills, then you put him in the studio because it was another way to pay instead of giving money. It was another way to pay. So that's how the feds are describing how Durk views his guys. Like, instead of like with paying them with cash for either murders or drills or doing some gangster, he would, we got a compilation album, and he would just take songs and be like, yeah, y'all could be featured alongside me and y'all could possibly break. Obviously, Durk is going to contend that and be like, no, they're my friends. People sign their friends, and people put out music and group albums with their friends. Nothing had to do with incentive for murder. Anyway, so he got paid $10K for the first song. Okay? Now, I'm not sure if the feds are going to pinpoint into that and be like, is it normal that you get paid for these songs? Did you have a record contract? We'll see. So Durk allegedly finessed all the hitmen. They thought they was getting $500,000 to $1 million. Jam got nothing, and the two shooters hung around Vonnie after asking for money. But Vonnie put Durk on the FaceTime and say, I got him. They gonna be straight. But they left with nothing. Chat, this is a story as old as time. Straight drop. He killed Dolph. Him and the other goofy. They're like, I bet Cornelius is his name. Nigga, your name is Cornelius. You should not even have a gun in your hand, man. You should have like a stethoscope, brother. What are you doing? Cornelius. So anyway, y'all killed off. Now after you killed off, man, niggas is like, you see the thing with killers, they start spending the money before they get it. They start spending the money before they pull the trigger, bro. Straight drop. He only gets like 20K or something. Did he even get money? No, I think, no, nigga, he got like less than that, like 1,500. Like, it was nothing that he was promised. Robert Allen with X. Oh, I bet, yo, we robbed X for 50K. I bet, yo, let's split up the bread. Nigga, they gave that nigga 1,000 too. Like, every time we're seeing these situations, we see how niggas are not paid in full. Niggas are not paid in full. And that's what I'm saying this about snitching. It's like, bro, if a nigga will snitch on you, well, I guess we got to start from here. A nigga's going to think that if you have him take a life risk to go kill somebody and you won't live up to your end of the bargain by paying him, why the fuck should he stay loyal to you to not snitch on you? And that might... It's like a flash flood around here. Did y'all see that flash flood in Nepal? Oh, my God. Condolences to those people. Anyway. Yeah, they got some flash flood when they go crazy, huh? So, chat. And I could understand that. You put your life on the line. You put your freedom on the line. A nigga tell you he wants somebody killed. You go kill that person. And then the person's finessing you, scams you, doesn't pay you. He's giving you the runaround. Nah, I got you, man. Nigga, I told you be good, bro. Just chill. You hot right now. You hot right now, bro. I got you, though. Nigga, I got you, though. Meanwhile, you watching them buy India purses, bags, Chanel bags, got her on vacation. You watching them do this, then that. The other guy's just getting a new Trackhawk, Hellcat. Everybody getting shit but you. And you thinking you like, damn, this nigga, I put my life on the line for him. He treated me like I'm an option. Anyway. So they said Jam got nothing. Two other shooters was hanging around Vonnie asking for money. But Vonnie put Durk on FaceTime and said, I got him. They're going to be straight. They left with nothing. So nobody got paid that time in Cali. Jam said they was going to kill Quando in the Bape store. But they were scared security would lock the doors and trap them inside after the hit. Damn. Niggas is going to run inside the Bape store and kill a dude, bro? Jam said he snitched because he wanted to get it off all his chest because it was weighing on him. Said he felt Pab was innocent and Durk was selfish to send him on the hit with people he ain't know. Didn't I tell you? He said he ain't know the niggas he went on the hit with, bro. I told you, nigga. Nigga, he knew Keith Jones. Like, I forgot how he know Keith Jones, but he just got Keith Jones, bro. But, like, he don't know why that's what he's claiming. Obviously, he could be lying, right? Like, he's trying to get out of jail. So, like, he's saying whatever to make the government look good. Specifically, he said that Vonnie was, nigga, didn't I tell you, nigga, Vonnie was a goofy? Didn't I say it? Yo, Durk won't answer the phone. You have a nigga, well-reputed killer that a lot of people felt like Durk was starting to gravitate to niggas with the name. Every gangster from Chicago who got on here, have they not said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Jam, his name ring bells from the streets to the penitentiary. Durk is next to all of the niggas with a name. They bring out Jam to LA and Jam is taking orders from goofies. Jam can't even get Durk on the phone. He got a goofy putting a gun in his hand. That's how he's looking at it. It's like, all right, imagine you in a gang with Pooh Shiesty. You know how Pooh Shiesty give it up. Whatever. Pooh Shiesty say, yo, bro, come do this. You show up, and all of a sudden, you know who meet you at the spot? Is Akademiks. I give you a gloves. I said, all right, 2 for you. Okay, you need a face mask? You want the Nike one or you want the Adidas? I give you a one of those, and then I'm like looking down the receipt of the thing, and I'm like, okay, and you get this here, and then I'm like, okay, and here's this gun. Nigga, would you be confident? And you're like, bruh, yo, let me talk to Shiesty real quick. Hold on, just, bruh, Jam wasn't feeling it. He felt like Durk put the goof troop in charge. Durk put the goof troop in charge. Vonnie bought the shit. He's folding up the receipts in case in case he need to show Durk what he spent the credit card with. Yo, Durk, now I told you I used the card. Yeah, no, I bought exactly what you said. I bought 3 masks. See, 1, 2, 3. They didn't have any more of the Nike, so I had to go with the Under Armour. And then remember the ski mask? Yeah, I bought 4, but did this nigga save a receipt from a goddamn criminal conspiracy? You know who this? You know who Vonnie was? This is Vonnie right here. This is Vonnie right here, bro. This is Vonnie right here, bro. Look.
Porno.
Right.
Nigga, is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
Yeah, that's Vonnie. They talking about the plan. He taking notes. He got notes. Yeah, so Jam peeped it. Jam is like, yo, he not answering the phone. I'm with the goofies. They're talking about let's do it here. I'm like, I could tell these, yo, this is a JV team. They never did nothing.
Is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
Chat, it's a fact. Somebody said that's how you could tell Vonnie's dad was telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie, man. You might be motherfucking right with that one, brother. You might be motherfucking right with that one. He said Vonnie was a goofy. Goofy. That's one of the reasons he snitched. Now, this is from his words directly. He said he snitched. I don't believe him with his going to get his shit off his chest. He just wanted, he signed an immunity deal or like the shit where like everything he pleads guilty to now cannot come back. That's why. Now he said Pob was innocent. I don't think he feel bad for Pob at all. This nigga's a murderer. We could go look at, by the way, I think they found the first murder he ever did. The first murder he ever did, it's on my page. It's on our stream page. You feel me? This is the guy he shot in the head. There's an article about it. This guy right here. Remember, apparently they were doing some money laundering shit. This guy was money laundering for someone in the BDs. And apparently when someone's pops in the BDs who was using him for money laundering, he stole some bread, and that's why the son of the nigga who got finessed by him called Jam and say, yo, let's go rob this nigga. They go rob him. This dude starts tussling. He starts tussling with the son of the nigga he finessed. He tells Jam, nigga, shoot him. Jam pulls it out. Bam! Shoots him. Now he's bleeding. Ah! Then he looks at Jam and says, yo, this nigga knows me. He knows and he's seen my face. Nigga, I'm gonna go to Jam. Nigga, you gotta kill him. And Jam put the gun to his head and ends him. So Jam is a ruthless individual. I'm not believing Jam for a second on some he felt bad because Pa was innocent. I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that. Now, what I do believe is this part. He do believe Durk is selfish. I'm telling you, them niggas is watching Durk live $1 billion lifestyle, and these niggas is probably thinking like, yo, bro, like, nigga, I'm killing niggas for you, bro. Nigga, I'm killing niggas for you. Trust me, when a nigga's envious, and I ain't gonna lie, Jam was probably envious too. When a nigga's envious, he watch every aspect of your life. Nigga, I know certain people, let me tell you this. I be careful of everybody in my life. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. There's certain people in my life, they'll be like, man, yo, you know I needed this money right here, and I just seen you cash out on another car. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck that got to do with you? It's like they looking at everything. I could imagine he bought India some shit, and Jam and them was probably looking at like, man, you could buy your bitch shit, but you can't. Niggas like that, they gonna turn on you. Facts. They watching your shit too heavy. They watching your shit too heavy. You get what I'm saying? So he's probably watching Durk like, man, I just put a nigga down for you. Damn, everything Durk bought. Durk go to the jewelry store, be like, damn, nigga, like, nigga, you could have not got that last tennis bracelet, nigga. You could have gave me that fucking 40K right there, nigga. I need that right now. A nigga like that is gonna tell. Because you know what it is? He's not looking at his situation. He's pretty much pocket watching, but pocket watching on a different level. Trust me. So anyway, listen. So he says Vonnie was a goofy. And he ain't want to be involved with him. He was mad to be involved with him. I'm telling you, when that nigga Jam got to LA, remember Booney Mo called Jam. Yo, Jam, yo, Smirk needs you out there. Yo, Smirk needs you in LA. These niggas would drop. Bro, that nigga probably ain't wash his ass. That nigga ran to Chicago O'Hare Airport. Ran there, nigga. Nigga, they say he was on the way there when he got the flight. Got the ticket. He's telling his other mans, yo, you need to get to the airport. Send me your shit. The nigga said, I don't got my ID. Damn. I need one more. He's texting everybody. Yo, come to LA with me. The niggas show up to TSA, no bags. Drawer still stinking. Holes in his socks. Bad breath. All type of shit wrong with this nigga. He gets to LA. And this is where he thought Smirk was going. Smirk ain't talking to him. He get there and basically Smirk put him with the goofy. Booney Mo tell him, yo, just get at Vonnie when you get there. He got y'all niggas. So what's up? We getting up with Smirk? Yo, Vonnie got y'all niggas. You could tell this nigga's Jam is a little bit stupid because until Duty Low get on the phone later to say, nigga, I don't know if you think you here to record music. Nigga, you here for a murder, nigga. He literally says it was Duty Low who broke the news to him. Nigga, you're here to kill something. Maybe he thought he was going on vacation. Maybe he thought he was going to go sightseeing. Walk the Hollywood stars or some shit like that. But he ain't talked to Durk since he got there. First of all, you know how he knew he was goofy? They say, yo, you can't fly into LAX. You got to fly into San Diego. It's about an hour and a half away, depending on traffic chat. The nigga gets there. They're trying to be low-key. Nigga, they get a party bus Sprinter, nigga, loud. Party bus Sprinter. A party. And you know who got it? Vonnie the Goofy. Vonnie the Goofy was spending Durk's money on some fly shit. They're about to go stalk Quan that'll kill him. He go gets a BMW from the exotic rental car company while they got a stolen car. That's how you do it, the stolen car. Not when the Goofy's around. You know, Big Ack is going, you know, I'm gonna get the Maybach. So I'm over here in the Maybach, you know what I mean? Fine. We all getting caught. We all getting caught. That's why we also got to blame Didi. Because Didi done let Vonnie put too much input on this shit, and this shit was goofy from the get-go. Remember, Didi's involved in this too. So, according to Jam, he snitched because Vonnie was a goofy, and he was upset that he even had to be involved with him. It said Jam wrote a handwritten note to the FBI saying, I know about murders. I don't want to talk on camera, but I know a lot, nigga. Holy shit. Pumbleclad.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Yo, I know y'all give that nigga Trenches News a little flack. But we gotta think about this. Durk never paid the guys. Durk get on an interview with me saying, yo, 6ix9ine, I'll box you. Yo, chat, let me tell you, that burns niggas' souls. Yo, 6ix9ine, I'll box you for $50 million. I'll box you for $50 million, nigga. My money. You're on the same interview saying, you know this niggas can't say Slide for Von no more, right? Maybe something in the water. Then 2 seconds later, man, tell 6ix9ine, I put up $50 million of my own money. You know the shooters who done slid? You know they're probably watching that interview like, you got $50 million to fight a rat, but you don't got $50,000 to pay the guys? Oh, man. What's the FBI number, bro? What's the FBI number, bro? Send me the FBI number, bro. Chat, we got to keep it a bean. We got to keep it a bean. I tell you, niggas like that going to be watching you. Nigga, especially when a nigga's thinking, damn, he told me he was going to take care of me. You ain't take care of me yet. Now I'm seeing you on an interview, nigga. You on an interview talking about, You put up $50 million of your own money. You kind of talking like you having it. But you couldn't even throw me the 50 pack. You know, nigga, I'm living with my bitch. And that's why I'm saying Trenches News also got this part. I think he kind of right with this. Now, obviously, I'm not co-signing no additional murder. If Durk was going to finesse these niggas, he should have just killed them. He should have got some other niggas to kill them. Let's be honest. If you're going to tell niggas, yo, I got $1 million for y'all. Because you know what I be thinking? If you don't feed your wolves eventually going to attack you. Nigga, they're not about to just sit here while you just like make billions and they're like, yo, this nigga really just owe me like 80 bands. Yo, I see him in the club with Meek Mill. They just spent $300K. Trust me, your shooters is definitely watching every time you spend money after that. So if you're going to finesse them, you might as well just try to wipe them out. So Jam said they were going to go kill Quanah Rondo in the Babe store, but they were too scared security would lock the door. Jam snitched. Okay, we read that already. He wrote the letter or the note to FBI. Man, I know about murders, nigga. I don't want to talk on camera, though. Okay, by the way, this is going to help. This is going to help the prosecution. Remember, Brian Steele keeps saying, why isn't this recorded? Why isn't this recorded? Why isn't this recorded? FBI is going to be like, it's not recorded because he wanted to talk he wanted to talk off camera. Now, here's the thing. Unless there's a signed statement, you're not going to see transcripts from the off-camera conversations. They're actually not going to use it. They're going to use the recorded ones. But in Brian Steele or anyone saying, damn, why did y'all meet with him so many times not recorded? Now they have a reason to say, in his note to meet with us, he literally said he doesn't want to be on camera. Okay? So Jam says Lil Pop hit was Durk's selfish bullshit. He said, I didn't know Vaughn. I was mad at Durk for putting him in that situation. I ain't gonna lie, Chad. He is frying right now. Yo, man, he's frying right now. He sound no Vaughn like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is impactful testimony. You know why? The government already put it in the air. Durk was consumed by hatred, by the need for revenge. Now you have the hitman saying, yeah, I'm a killer. I've done shit. But even I wanted to call this shit off. I ain't had no motive to do it. But he put me on. But really, I got tight because he put me with a JV team. He got a goofy handing me gloves and masks and guns and shit like that. I didn't like it. And I ain't get paid either. It's kind of, as much as we might think he's lying to save his own ass, which he is, or not lying, but he's trying to save his own ass. The reasons he's given is becoming valid reasons. I call it the 6ix9ine reasons. You know how 6ix9ine is like, I snitched, and obviously once you snitch, they're going to have you up there and say, bro, you don't got no fucking reason to snitch. You know what 6ix9ine's going to say? Well, they fucked my bitch. Okay. Well, they kidnapped me. All right, I kind of get it. Nigga, you ain't hear the wiretap? They said it was going to shoot me. All right, bet. That makes sense. By the time he says those 3 reasons, if you're on the jury, you're going to be like, okay, it makes sense. Jam is saying the reasons. Durk lied to me, didn't pay me. Durk put me in a situation to ride for his selfish beef. It wasn't some gang shit that we're all in. Or at least me, because I was locked up. And he put me with a bunch of people I ain't know. It's crazy, chat. This shit crazy, huh? Okay, we got a little update. Let's hear it. Before morning break, Jamie the Bull testified that he was not offered payment. When returned from the break, he testified money was offered, presumably for his part in killing Sylvia Robinson. And Jamie testified that he was paid to be in a music video for the song Federal Freestyle. He was given $10,000. See, that's interesting. how are you getting paid to be in a music video for your own song? Now, I don't know if I'm Durk's team, I'm not touching that. The fans should be like, hey, is it customary that if you make a song, you have to get paid to be in the music video of your own song? The fans haven't done that yet, but they could do the, hey, that was a way of trying to initiate payment, right? Obviously a lot of this is how you interpret it, right? He stated he did not believe he would be a part of the video if he did not participate in the killing of Robinson. Now, this is where Brian Steele got to turn up, because there was no ultimatum given to him from what we know. He's never said, Durk told me, if you don't do this, you're not going to be in the video. He just felt he wouldn't be in the video. So that might be him. Before court broke for lunch, a note was showed that Hester wrote in prison. The note said, I know about murders. I don't want to talk on camera, but I know a lot. Hester testified to feeling guilty for Robinson's death, explaining he had nothing to do with him and he didn't know King Von well. He called Robinson innocent. He also testified he would... listen, this innocent thing, Brian still got to drop 30 on it. What about the man you killed in race? What about the man you killed in Racine, Wisconsin? You said you killed him in 2010. No, 2013. No, 2010. You killed him in 2010. You were incarcerated for 12 years. It's now been 16 years. You don't feel any burden of guilt for his death as opposed to Lil Pop? Why didn't you come forward with that? Why did you wait till 2023 to come forward with that? You killed him in 2010. You killed Lil Pop in 2022, and 4 years later, you say you're overcome with remorse. But you killed a man in 2010. And 4 years later, you didn't have no remorse. Matter of fact, 10 years later, you had zero remorse. Actually, it wasn't until about 15 years later that you admitted to it, but you admitted to it as part of a deal that the FBI was working out with you. You didn't admit it to his family. You didn't admit it to anyone that, wasn't in a beneficial place to give you a deal that could absolve you of your crimes. Wasn't he innocent? He was 41 years old. He had a family. You shot him and then executed him. Brian Steele got to go crazy with this. Yo, send this to Brian Steele. Brian Steele, I need this. This got to be an exhibit. Throw this up on the screen. All right? Okay. Here we go. Testimony began where it left off on Wednesday. Hester, or Jamie, described the Infinity white BMW following Quando Rondo's black Escalade around Los Angeles, including, okay, we read that. He repeated did we read this before? I think we did. Yeah, he didn't like the plan. He did not like the plan. Is Seti Nash tweeting or nah? We should get a video from Trap Lord in a second, right? I can't even lie. Jam the reason everybody in the feds. He got caught with a gun and wrote a note. Well, I like what Seti Nash says, but we got to be clear. He got caught with a gun and wrote a note. Well, there's a way to look at it. That's what I'm saying. This is a 6ix9ine explanation. You could start it at, oh, he got caught with a gun and wrote the note, and he's the reason everybody in the feds. Or you could be like, well, if I got caught with a gun and had enough money for a lawyer, I wouldn't write a note. I didn't have enough money for a lawyer because I didn't get paid for the fucking murders I did for that nigga. So again, the thing with snitching is that once someone has mentally committed to snitching, the buck gets passed. You see, this idea that niggas are real street niggas in perpetuity stops, right? It stops. They say, two friends could fight or this, whatever. They'll allow certain things, but when it gets to snitching, it's a hard line, right? But the line moves for everybody. Well, you fuck my bitch. Time to tell on you, you go to jail for life. Well, you try to shoot this person that I'm cool with, knowing that you were trying to shoot that person they were cool with. So usually the person who's a cooperant draws a line and only sees it from their side rather than just being honest saying, I don't want to go to jail. There's kind of no reason. The only choice in reality is that you pick crime. The moment you pick crime, there is no more excuses. Okay? Once you pick to be a gang member in crime, and honest, like if we really want to be honest, that's the only choice you get.